Hello and welcome to AnnuityAssociation.com. My name is Jeremiah, co-founder and CEO here at Annuity Association. And today, as part of our retirement video series, we're going to be talking about long-term care and why you should get it and how, most importantly, how you can obtain it. So, long-term care is one of the biggest concerns of people preparing for retirement today. Studies show that specifically within the baby boomer generation, there's about 10,000 people that are turning 65 every single day starting now until around 2030. And studies show that of those 10,000 people that are turning 65 and retiring every day, 70% of those baby boomers are going to require some form of long-term care in their lifetime. And with that being said, there's a good chance that majority of the people watching our video today, some form of long-term care is going to be needed. And our sole purpose here with this video is to educate you about long-term care and most importantly, how you can obtain it and what the most efficient vehicle is to get the most benefit for your investment dollars. So long-term care, we know 75% of baby boomers will need some form of long-term care. We also know that the national average for long-term care present day, meaning this year currently, is around $48,000. Now, that national average, $48,000 a year, that $48,000 is going to be for what we call in-home care and assisted living facilities. So it's roughly $4,000 a month that we need to be prepared to save for so that we can provide long-term care for ourselves and most importantly not become a financial burden to our loved ones in retirement. Now, the biggest factors that go into determining long-term care is going to be the average cost per year for long-term care coupled with the average tenure. How long are we staying in long-term care? So of this 70% of baby boomers that are turning 65 today and they're going to need some form of long-term care, we know the national average is $48,000 a year, and that's for your in-home and what we call assisted living facilities. Now your in-home, based on studies today, the in-home tenure is anywhere from 6 months to a year. So typically what this looks like is as we start to progress in age, or maybe we have some type of critical or chronic illness occur sometime in our retirement, we start at the in-home care phase, and that is where we have a certified nurse or registered nurse coming to our home and providing us with in-home care. Typically, it's when you cannot perform what we call 2 out of your 6 active daily living duties. Your active daily living duties are things like dressing, feeding yourself, walking, talking, bathing, and continence. So if you can't perform 2 out of those 6 ADLs, or active daily living duties, then your in-home care is where usually people will start, where you'll have a nurse or someone come into your home either once a day or twice a day and giving you the care you need to help with your daily living. After in-home care, people tend to move to an assisted living facility, and that's where maybe you've come up with a few more daily living duties that you're needing assistance with, and you need 24-hour support, and an assisted living facility is going to be able to provide that. Now, the average tenure in an assisted living facility is going to be anywhere from 1 year to 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Okay. Now, the cost is $48,000 a year, roughly. That's the national average for both of these. So, if you do the math, we're looking at max on average is about 3.5 years combined between these two facilities or these two types of in-home or long-term care treatments. Lastly, based on studies right now, 60% of people that go into an ALF or assisted living facility are going to progress to where they need nursing home care. Okay? Now, in nursing home care, the difference between that and an assisted living facility is the nursing home care is going to have specialists in-house that are going to be able to provide not only 24-hour support, but they're also going to be able to take care of advanced diseases or illnesses such as Alzheimer's or cancer or ALS or anything that's really debilitating to the point where you need 24-hour around-the-clock service and potentially a rehabilitation services and things to keep you healthy. Nursing home care is more advanced, and that's going to actually cause the cost of nursing home care, because of it being advanced, the annual cost for nursing home care is between $90,000 and $100,000 per year. So, in regards to your tenure in a nursing home care, based on the 60% of the people from an ALF into a nursing home, that average tenure or stay is anywhere from 9 months to 1.5 years. So, when you start to factor in all of this data here, and you're looking at 6 months to a year with in-home at $48,000 a year, your assisted living facility tenure, average tenure being 1 year to 2.5 years, again $48,000 a year, and then your nursing home care anywhere from 9 months to almost 2 years, and that being $90,000 to $100,000 a year. That's the cost nationally right now. We're really talking about some serious cost. So right now, the average long-term care cost factored in with the average tenure is over $250,000. Now the question is we understand we need to have this kind of money in our savings or part of our retirement plan, but more importantly, how do we get that? How do we get this care? How do we get more benefits for our investment dollars? And there are some specific carriers that we work with that specialize with long-term care, and there's some really innovative products on the market that are completely different than the old long-term care insurance plans that initially came out 20 years ago. These products are more set up to act as an investment or a savings vehicle where you're putting a portion of your nest egg in these accounts. And that insurance carrier will not only guarantee that the money that you put in that product will not lose anything, so it will go down with market fluctuations or market risks, but also they'll give you a multiplier on that money as long as you keep it there to be used solely for long-term care. So for example, if you were to put $100,000 in this type of vehicle, a carrier on the market that we work with every day is giving up to a 5 times multiplier right now. So if you put in $100,000, you would have $500,000 to be used for long-term care, and that money will only be able to be used, that multiplier will only be able to be used for long-term care needs. The last question that you probably have based on that information is, well, what happens to my money if I don't need long-term care? And that's a great question, and we have that problem solved as well. With that same product, in the event that you never need long-term care and you do end up passing away, your loved ones or beneficiaries are going to get the original principal that you deposited into that account plus some interest. So you're never going to lose on that initial investment. You can only gain. But with the data that we have of 70% of 65-year-olds today needing some form of long-term care, it's really a no-brainer when it comes down to investing in these types of products and having them a part of your plan. I hope that you found this information very valuable. If you or anyone that you know would be more interested in finding out how we can help you with your long-term care needs, simply go over to the fiduciary tab here at the top right of our website and click a free consultation button to schedule your meeting with one of our advisors, and we'd be more than happy to speak with you on how we can help solve your long-term care needs. Thank you so much for tuning in to AnnuityAssociation.com. We're here 24 hours a day. Feel free to play around on our website. We'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have, and we look forward to serving you in retirement. Thanks so much.